Hey, what's up? I was kind of warming up here. I was actually getting ready to shoot a video today, and share with you some of my favorite techniques with the Belle Epoch Deluxe. But I think I'm going to do that next week. I'm going to do that next week. And you know what I'm going to do today? We're going to throw a hissy fit today. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a hissy fit. We're going to talk about that. But yeah, I was just jamming out, and I had the Cotton Coating, I had the Belle Epoch Deluxe, 100-watt Marshall there, and it's turned down to like 2, so and I got the attenuator on, so it's just a nice kind of jam out, casual type thing. But I'm going to crank the amp up, and we're going to throw hissy fit, so I'll be right back. All right, hey, so I just turned my amp up, 100-watt plexi, and it's up like 6.5, 7, so it's, you know, with no pedals. It's on the loud side and loud, kind of burly plexi thing. It probably seems just as loud to you because I adjusted the recording levels beforehand. So it's the magic of modern recording technology. But rest assured, it's pretty loud in the room here. I got a little attenuator going still, though, so not shaking the rafters just yet. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is self-noise on pedals and hiss, specifically Belle Epoch Deluxe. Because I got wind that there's a couple of you out there that are wondering about the little bit of hissy here when you turn it on. And you know, I want to say, though, we've been shipping the pedal now for about a month, I guess. And the response and reception has been great, so we're really humbled by that, and we're thrilled by it, that it's getting in your guys' hands and you're actually digging it. But having said that, there's still a couple of you wondering, what's up with the hiss? So if you watched last week's video, I was going through the architecture and circuitry and stuff, so I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing again, but I have to tell you what is going on. So once again, the Belle Epoch Deluxe follows the block diagram of the Echoplex exactly. And you'll hear that I say the playback amplifier, which is a discrete transistor thing, is really high gain. So that makeup gain amplifier is where most of the self-noise, if not all, really, of the Echoplex and the Belle Epoch Deluxe come from. And so we're going to actually listen to that a little bit here right now. And the reason I turn the amp up is so you can hear the self noise. So right now, the noise you're hearing, moment of silence, please. That's just my amp. You know, that's a 100-watt Marshall just idling. So I'm actually not going to even play on this. Let's just focus on the noise it makes. So let's go ahead and turn on the Belle Deluxe. So here we go, and the echo volume is off now. So I turned about noon, and you hear a little bit of hiss comes up. And so what's going on there is when you turn the echo volume down, you're only getting the JFET preamp straight out to the mixer, and there's no hiss there. There's no self-noise there. But the makeup gain circuitry of the Echoplex and the bed are going to make a little bit of noise. How much noise? Well, about that much. And you're like, well, I don't want any of it. So let's go over here now. And here's our OG EP3 Echoplex, and I don't even have the tape threaded in there, so it's not tape hiss you're going to hear. You're just going to hear the playback amplifier of this guy. So here, let's go. Now I'll turn the echo volume on this one up. So there you go. That's how much noise that makes. So, you know, people call it tape hiss or whatever. This is actually just the makeup gain amplifier of the Echoplex. And when I designed the Belle Epoch Deluxe, let's go back over here. So, you know, it's actually quite a bit less. I'll let you tell me what you perceive, but, you know, here's this. And here's this. And to put it in context, let me just play a chord. And let's go over here and... Of course, this sounds even better because I threaded the tape on this one. I didn't thread the tape on this one. But, you know, there's a lot of... the signal noise ratio is still pretty good. It's just, you know... Oh, what song is that? Oh, it's like. So, you know, the ratio of rock to noise is, you know, it's a pretty wide ratio here. You know, so it's a little bit there too. But let's go ahead and finish this comparison. I have a classic Belle Epoch tape echo here. And so, hey, guess what? It's the quietest of the bunch. So why did I go backwards when I did this? Well, like I've said, this was I wanted the, you know, what I was trying to do was not, my design goal was to not make the world's quietest delay. My goal was actually to make the most accurate echoplex I could, and then you know, make it better as far as function and, you know, more convenient, and, you know, take care of some of the noise, but you can't get rid of all of it because you lose the mojo. Because the whole repeat circulating through that playback amplifier, it's going through those discrete stages, and that's part of it. I wanted to make something that just was alive and had an attitude, and when you played it, you knew you were playing it. And so, you know. That's not too bad, ask me. But I know some of you guys have noticed it, so I just want to address that here. And knowing what you know now, that so what I did, why is this one quieter than this? Using the exact same circuitry, but I was able to gain stage, because we're using a digital chip instead of the tape, to gain stage that playback amplifier so that it wasn't as hissy compared to the original without losing its tonality, the harmonics in parts, and just the way it preamps the repeat signal. With the classic Belle, most of that's happening in the digital domain, not 100%, but it's a different circuit, and it still sounds great. It's not quite as dimensional. It's not quite as, the harmonics don't build the same way, and the repeats don't trail off quite the same way. But for its size and form factor and price, it's still, we're still really proud of it. This takes you all the way there, and so you get a little bit of that and a lot of that, you know. So, and I know a lot of you guys are wondering what's going on with this. I keep showing the Epoch Pre, and we don't talk about it much. And it's not that we don't care about it, but it's as of this video, today is the 24th of August, 2017. We are trying to keep up with making these, and believe me, this is around the corner. We'll just keep in touch. We'll let you know when that corner is going to come around. But we're excited to get this out, and we're stoked that a lot of you guys are asking about it. We wish we can get out sooner, but we're trying to do our best to make sure we get out and have it legit. But let's just go ahead and talk about any noise that this might make. I'll do a full demo on this and give you the whole rundown and real soon. But today we're having a hissy fit today. So no pedals. Let's go and turn this guy on. First, so yeah, there's no noise. Why? Because it's only the preamp and there's no playback amplifier. So when, you know, but other than that, it's similar, but you're not getting this. And you're not getting the guitar feeding back because it's hollow body, you know. So here's just a sneak preview. I'll just play a chord. Very quick sneak preview. So we got a boost control with a preset boost amount. Early, later, I'm on early right now. Later is a little bit flatter and warmer, and there's also a built-in buffer. We're going to talk more about this later. Today it's just about the self noise. This has very, very little on the preamp side, compared to these. And that's actually about it. So let's go through this one more time. So feast your ears on that. And I know, I kind of like it. It gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. It feels like it's nostalgic to me. You know, it feels comfortable. It's not digital. It's just analog electronics doing their thing, you know. And so here we have analog electronics doing their thing, but for 2017 standards. So you still get the mojo, but it's, you know, it's not going to take over your Facebook feed. So that's what we're trying to do at Catalinbread, is to, you know, make things for the times and to keep the spirit of rock and roll alive, as all you guys are out there doing, I'm sure. So get off the YouTube now and go back to keeping rock and roll alive in the way that you like to do it. And we'll catch you in the next video. I promise I'm going to share some of my favorite tricks with the Belle Epoch Deluxe with you. If you follow my Instagram, you've already seen some of those in my many moods of Belle Epoch, but we'll do a YouTube kind of more full renditions of some of those tricks that I'm excited to share with you that you may have not run into on your own yet. And if you come up with tricks of your own, I'd like to see them, because, you know, it's a pretty simple pedal to use, but there's a lot of depth to it. You know, you can definitely find your nooks and crannies and your corner of the universe within the Belle Epoch world. And so, you know, the usual shout outs, hit the thumbs up button, give us a nice friendly comment, thumbs down guy, we're counting on you. And follow our Facebook feed and our Twitter account, and Catalinbread at Instagram.com. That's not how you say it. Whatever. At Catalinbread. And also at Kittycaster Music. That's my feed, and I will that's my confessional booth. So I will tell all there, as some of you know. And I promise there won't be too many cat pictures there. But if you want cat pictures, there's a place for that too. And that's about it. I'm going to turn the volume back down a tad and continue jamming out. So, peace.